Hello everyone, it's Scott and welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. So, I decided to reduce the number of my voidlings, so I have been spawning these guys. I think I sat for over probably 2 hours yesterday, and um, yeah, I think I've killed over 25 of these guys, and I only got 2 Eldritch Eyes. So something's going to have to change. I'm not quite sure exactly what, but this Voidling Golem to Eldritch Guardian thing just isn't really working out. So what I did was I did a little research into various technologies, and I think I may have found some way in Thaumcraft that actually might help speed up the ability to get Eldritch Guardians. So to do that, let's head back up to the Thaumcraft area. Oh, by the way, I made a second alchemical construct / crucible because I ended up filling up the one that I had. I made a pact, so here under the Thaumcraft, oh yeah, so in those 2 hours I just kind of filled in a lot of the old stuff that was hanging around. So pesky pecs, so Thaumic Doll into the Thaumian Barrel summons a little villager-like guy that has a number of Thaumcraft items. He ended up selling me a lot of Greatwood saplings, which is pretty cool. But then my voidlings proceed to attack him and kill him. So that was a little unfortunate. So I might try making another one later on camera when all my voidlings are dead. But so I'm going to claim the reward. I made a cobble generator, which is actually pretty cool. The extruder. So this guy, Thaumic Stone Extruder, if I just place it down, has a little output port, and all it does is kick out, it looks like about 1 cobble a second. So pretty cool, but not sure what I'm going to do with it, because I already have some pretty advanced methods of producing cobble. So let's go back. So down here under thirsty work, the thirsty tank. So this guy fills itself sort of like the transfer nodes, though this would have been useful, a lot of episodes ago. But the transfer node is just so easy compared to going this deep in Thaumcraft. Let's see, the formula for this thirsty tank, is a little, not that complicated, just glass, water, and an avarice pearl, which I had made a couple of. These avarice pearls are made from, if I remember, ender pearls. Those are the ones that you throw and they break into dust when you throw them. They actually summon enemies to you, and sort of like a boomerang in a way. But the thirsty tank, like I said, I don't have much use for it right now, but I'll get the reward. And what's interesting is it said that it unlocked one other item, one quest elsewhere. So I'm not sure where that quest is. I'm really hoping eventually it's going to open up one of these other trees. You have a couple, milking tanks. Okay, so this actually, I think, opened up. Glyph of the Bovine to a thirsty tank. It will take any cows that are on and store their cream. So it's an automatic milker using Thaumcraft. Well, I hate to say it, but I ended up using down here a rancher block from Mine Factory Reloaded, And so this is an RF powered milker. So it automatically collects milk from cows, wool from sheep. I've filled up a Bedrockian drum with milk, and actually this is what I was using. I don't know if I ever demoed this. This is what I was using to create the buckets of milk for my cake. So what happens is that the fluid duct pipes the milk down here, and so I actually have this set up. It's an interesting formula. So what I'm doing is I'm using a level emitter to measure the amount of milk buckets in my ME system. So if it ever falls below 100, then it's going to emit a redstone signal, which is going to enable the fluid transposer, which activates on high, and it's going to start absorbing buckets and basically filling the milk buckets until the level reaches above 100. So that's how I'm keeping that all filled up. So so back here, if we take a look at, so I'll have to do that later. Back to thaumaturgy. I had made the Cinderleaf and Shimmer Pearl. I just never got around to claiming the rewards. Let's go with a reward bag. Silverwood, I was able to craft in the, this is a kind of expensive, but the silverwood sapling in the infusion system needs 4 ethereal blooms. So I had all the parts now, so it was just a matter of throwing it into the system. I burned down a lot of arbor, and you'll see that I actually added a 3rd level of tallow candles, which sort of again makes it really easy that I've automated the dropping of the items into the pedestals. So I really don't have to monkey around with infusion as much as I'd hoped. So let's go with another node in a. Well, do I really need any more? Yeah, let's get another node in the jar. Niter and Alimentum are both made from throwing. Well, actually, is it glowstone or is it? No, I'm sorry. It's Yep. Here we go. Yeah, glowstone will make a niter, and coal will make an alimentum. So once you throw those in the crucible, those will charcoal or coal will produce alimentum. One weird thing is the NEI system, since I upgraded to 1.1 to 14, has been broken. Whenever I click on things that are Thaumcraft, this particular page always goes back to the last item that I crafted using the NEI system. So something's not quite right there, but I don't know what to do about it either. So yeah, let's dump these ethereal essence and the Eldritch Eyes back into the ME system. Reward bags can go back. Silverwood saplings can go back. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, sliver of fire, sure. The explosive light will give me water crystal clusters. Those are pretty easy to make. Node creation I was able to do. So it's going to give me another attuned node matrix and a lot of interesting stuff. So, yep, I've already demonstrated how to make those. Let's see what it actually gave me, though. An attuned matrix. Oh, it just ordo 8? Oh, that's not very good. Oh, well. Other items. Like I showed last episode, I made that Scholar's Lens. So it's going to just give me another lens and jars. So that's what's automatically detecting, automatically researching just by me passively staring at things. And yeah, so that should cover that. So let's take a look now. I'm still waiting for that for that to progress. All right, so let's take a look at what I learned for spawning eldritches. So apparently what you can do is Thaumcraft gives you the ability to capture souls in a way that's similar to, I think, which one was, oh, I'm going to need some people, and there we go, 1. Okay, is that, how many do I need? 1. Okay, so basically what I'll need to do, okay, here we go, is that the Diabolist Fork is a tool, makes for a functional weapon, and then more information should appear. So this is nether quartz, redstone, and a thaumium sword. I should have some of those things already. Do I have a thaumium sword? Yes, I got some from a previous quest reward. So let's get a couple of quartz and redstone and start infusing that while we wait. Things are just a mess. Okay, Let's head over here. So the main item is getting the sword. There you can go, the redstone. So what I learned is that Thaumcraft actually isn't that picky about exactly where the items are placed, as long as they're in a general circle around the center. So that should that's okay. So I'm just going to wait for the items to pop up, and let's take a look at that other piece of research here. So once I unlock Diabolist Fork, here we have the Wrath Cage. So opening this up, it's not enough to kill something, but we found the way to recreate monster spawners found in ancient ruins. So that's what we want. So unlike original monster spawners, it responds to redstone controls, and so what I really need is that we want to use the Diabolist Fork to kill things and capture their souls into these imprinting crystals. So let's take a diamond and make a couple of those. So let's head over to the other alchemical construct, throw that in, scroll down, and blank imprinting crystal. Great. So that'll turn out, well, let's, I don't want that many. Yeah, let's have it make 8. And throw that back in. And check on the piping. So over here, looks like things are loaded, activating. Oh, so I'm gonna need my lens to tell me how many items we need. Oh, okay, so that's sucked in now what looks like everything, so very shortly, yep, everything gets sucked in, and there's our item. Great, the Diabolist Fork. So let's grab the imprinting crystal. Great, out of the ME system, and now all we have to do is wait for our little guy, our voidling golem, to turn into an Eldritch Guardian. So let me take a cut and wait for that to happen. Oh, there we go. Alright, so he just woke up. Let's try beating him down. Get back here. Okay, come on, come on. Got him. Ah, okay, so Eldritch Guardian imprinted crystal. Oh, excellent. Alright, so let's this is gonna be really great. Alright, get back to the book. Now, what we need are 4 wrath shards, 4 diamonds, 3 warded jars. All surrounding a thaumium block. Okay, so let's whip those guys up. The jar, okay. Oh, and it gave me 1 more essence. Alright, throw all this stuff back in. Blank, blank. Let's grab those 3 jars. Well, already I've forgotten the recipe. Yeah, 3 jars, 4 shards, 4 diamonds. Okay. The Wrath Shard. And those are made from using TNT in a crucible. Once you've unlocked the proper precursor, and then diamond. Let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. And then internally, we want the thaumium block. So let's grab one of these and head back over to the crafting area. Alright, so crafting block in the middle. 1, 2. Alright, let's tap it with the wand. There we go. So it's going to take a fair amount of material. Ira, Precontatio, Bestia, and Machina. But I have plenty of that stuff in the ME system. So let's let this grind down. And there we go. Absorbing the last pieces now. And there is our cage. Great. Alright, now we just have to figure out where we want to put it. So, I'm thinking over by the mob spawning area, so let's head down here. So this is going to have the same range as a traditional mob spawner. So, let's set up some slabs. So I think it's 7 by 7. Let me check the size here because I think I had sized this to be correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 9. So let's make it 9 by 9 just for safety's sake. Okay, let's pull out the builder's wand. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's spread it over just a little bit more. So 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. Alright, I'm back, and I ended up having to change everything. So, I can't have monsters spawn on a half slab, so I had to change the floor. And then I tried making half panels out of dark glass, and had to change them out because for some reason the panels that are made with the saw were not actually blocking light. So, I don't know, probably just a mod interaction thing. And with that should make everything dark. Let's open up the ceiling so I have a little bit of room to work. And so I think what I need to do, according to the Thaumonomicon, is that I'm going to have to power this with essence. So in order to do that, Right click in the cage. We'll cycle the cage between fuel types. Tune the cage with an imprinted creature. Okay. Okay, Ira can serve as fuel. Or Decidia. Okay. So, let's work on taking the imprinted crystal and right click. Alright, that looks like it got absorbed. So I guess at this point we just need to power it. So let's head back underneath and dig out a spot. As soon as I get my manic. Alright, and this is where I'm going to pump in the, let's see, essence. Let's do a export bus. One of the Essentia export buses. Plop that there. Let's get some red cable. Oh, I'm all out of red cable. Do I have cable? Yeah, let's just repurpose the, actually I'll take the Fluix cable, take some rose red coloring. I haven't had to do this in a while. I guess eventually I could make a formula out of this, but I should be okay. So let's just pump this over here from this network. I really should be more careful about running out of channels in the red system. I've kind of been tapping it for everything in Botania and things underground in the old work area. So let's grab that. We're hooked up. Alright, so now what we're going to need to do is grab a vial of essence of, what did it say, Ira? I only have 73, that's not that great. So let's select that, grab one of these, and head down here. Apply the Ira here. Alright, I've had this problem sometimes before. Let's break the export bus. And instead what we're going to do is let's put in a Essentia tube connected to a warded jar. Remember we had the same problem with the lamps of growth, so we need to actually export it to a jar and allow the jar to feed the spawner. So warded jar. Okay, good. So that actually is pumping in, feeding the system. Okay, which come over here. So in theory, now I should be able to right click, maybe? Maybe? Maybe I need to be wearing my goggles. Let's try that. Okay, that's my problem. So I needed to set up, okay, right clicking on the wrath cage, you see that there's different icons appearing above which show the requirements before it's going to make a spawn. So I'm going to need, it looks like the Alienus. Okay, I'm bringing in Ira. And what's the little screaming face? Do I have any of that? Okay, so it looks like I'm going to need some Decidia. So that's what this face is. So I have not discovered it yet. So sloth, laziness, and procrastination. Well, I have a lot of sloth shards, but did I ever examine any of them? Oh, okay. That's what it's going to be then. So let's start burning down sloth shards. And let that get going. Yep, okay. Let's set up one of these. Okay, I'm going to have to wait till that gets up to 8. Alright, I think I have everything I need finally. So I moved things around a little. I moved the warded jar down. So what I'm going to do is hook up the these 3 warded jars with Essentia export buses. So the original one is going to get the Ira. I'm going to put Decidia over in this jar, and Essentia, sorry, the Alienus, the circle, over in this jar. And so that should tap from the ME system and fill up these jars. Great, that's looking great. So let's hook up these jars using tubes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 1 in the middle, 4. Great, so these should tap. And my problem is now things have spawned yet again. So let's clear what have I got? Eldritch Guardian. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, so if I could get these guys out. So, okay, so we're up to 64 Decidia. Ooh, alright. We're spawning now. Alright, so let's seal this up. Wonderful. Okay, get some glass. Some dark glass. Bink, bink. So I think what's happening is that the redstone pulses are, I think, controlling the rate of spawning, maybe controlling the rate at which it's loading. And, alright, this appears to be working great. So the redstone circuit appears to be pulsing the spawner to produce I'm up to 4 Eldritch Guardians, and so at this point it's pretty trivial for me to set up a grinder and start chopping these guys down. So hey, I think this is a very good experiment. So I think with that I'm going to call it an episode. I'm really glad I was able to pound through this. I think it's this is really going to help with getting that Eldritch Eye. So by next episode, I should have 4 eyes plus another 2 I've read in order to activate the portal. So wonderful. So if you could, please leave a like or a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. If this format's working, and you know, I was able to, I think, made some good progress here. Definitely towards one of the harder things I perceive within Thaumcraft. And I will see you next time on Agrarian Skies 2. Bye!